one of the countries that faced the longest conflict in Africa since 1955 till today, with exception of only 10 years, 1972 to 1982. So there is conflict in my country. It's a civil war, in addition to a kind of also human rights violations in many ways. So.
There is a long-standing conflict that has been going on for many decades. It has been started in 1978, and still the conflict is continuing. But of course, it found, let's say, different nature, and so the dynamics of conflict are quite different from, one period to the other period. But it's still, the conflict is over there, and it is still ongoing.
Kind of emerging illegal group called guerrilla, and also we used to have paramilitaries, and we have the government in the other hand, and they combat each other because of resources, because of human rights. But nowadays they are changing their mind, and they also deal with drugs. They also kidnap people, murder, a lot of things. So we are facing this problem nowadays.
They discussing the issue of Sudan with the others inside Sudan to form or to exchange their ideas and views about the future of change in Sudan. And especially the Sudanese, they experience the change 2 or 3 times. But this time they're using media to talk about what kind of the change they want, what kind of the future they want. So social media is playing very important role in this.
In post-Taliban Afghanistan, so the environment is open to this kind of media in general and social media in particular. And during the time of Taliban, any kind of media activity was banned at that time. So today, I think it has a lot of impact. Let's say for the works that the political parties are doing there, and the social activists are doing their work, and they always use this one as a tool for outreach, let's say. But at the same time, the insurgents are always also using this media for their own, let's say, propaganda, and both the state is also using this one as a tool for their propaganda.
Because most of the people just face the reality through the media. In my case, I don't, because I have seen the reality with my eyes.
Okay.
But in the case of, for instance, people that are a part of the problems that my country has, they just focus on the victimizers and in the victims. I then don't realize the link between each other. So this is a really big problem, because most of the people misunderstand the conflict that we are having in our country, and they don't understand really what is happening, and who are the victims, and what is the role of the government inside of our conflict, and also the role of the politicians. So we are having a lot of problems related with media. I think that is more related with a negative aspect, okay, rather than a positive aspect. Yeah. To have the right, to put or post something in Facebook or Twitter. But at the same time, we have in this moment children, also young people, that are seeing this kind of news or this kind of post. And people started to misunderstand what is happening. So in my point of view, for instance, in the news of my country, they show a really, really terrible pictures of murder, of people that kill each other, and I think that is no good for young generations. So for me, this is a kind of restriction, and at the same time, everyone could have voice to talk, because if we have alternative journalists in my country, they are killed by others because they say the truth. So nowadays we have just the normal ones, all of the journalists that say the same things, but the others one are try to, to kill by the others, or they have to go to another country because they are not accepted in my country. Yeah.